This week on Part-Time Freaks, we talk about coming on a plane, wiki feet, flavored cum, piss, and making a grown man cry in public. Welcome to the show. Sure, I suffered a lot, but it's not like the end of the world, and it's not who I am. I lead quite a pleasant life, and I'm able to divorce perceived reality from my actual experience of life.
Stifler's mom.
Ben Affleck, everyone.
Oh, fuck, right, no. Let's hear it again.
Okay. Sure, I suffered a lot, but it's not like the end of the world, and it's not who I am. I lead quite a pleasant life, and I'm able to divorce a perceived reality from my actual experience of life.
Was this recent, I imagine?
I think it's post Jennifer Garner for sure.
Is this him explaining his horrible back tattoo?
Yeah, the Phoenix. The Phoenix.
That is horrendous.
In Gone Girl, you see his dick very briefly as he gets into the shower with her at the end.
Yeah, I've paused.
I've paused. Yeah, screenshot.
What's he working with?
He's working with quite a good dick. Yeah, it's big. No?
Well, it's flaccid, so I don't know.
I don't remember.
How small is Michael's dick?
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, down, we're not showing anybody. Up, hello. But yeah, Affleck is hung on flop, is the phrase.
Yeah, but sometimes that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it stays like that.
Yeah. I'm just letting, everybody know.
That he's a shower.
He's a shower.
Yeah, I see. Do you think he said I suffered a lot when J-Lo's PR team forbid him from drinking Dunkin' Donuts after they got married?
Was that real?
No, I think so.
No, but they've seen, they've gone out together
both got
having
Dunkin'
Dunkin'.
Donuts.
Really?
Yeah, like 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. Because I thought there were all these over lockdown, just pictures of him drinking Dunkin' Donuts. And then the second he got back together with J-Lo, it just stopped. But now he's back on it.
Now he's married. He's like, he don't have to pretend.
I will say, when I would go to Boston as a kid, visit my relatives, is the one thing I looked forward to. Yankee Candle and Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, I'm not big on Dunkin' Donuts.
There's one is shit here.
Is it a different recipe? I went last week. I think it tastes like, like a Greg's donut,
Yeah,
like a basic donut.
Every chain that ever comes over here, they remove something. I think it's the trans fats. We need them. That's the flavor. Yeah, we're here with Olga Koch, guys.
Yeah, thank you
The
for
queen,
coming.
the legend.
Oh my God, stop.
The center of our world. When we do this podcast, we have a picture of her in the middle to remind us we're little peasants. Right.
I did give you the photo of myself.
Yeah. No, but to be fair, we're all in it. And there's also a guy.
Another guy. What was his name?
Thomas. How could you forget?
No.
And he openly said that he was afraid of photographs because they take a piece of your soul.
And then pose like this.
I do think he is trapped in that.
Yeah. Ooh. Each week we discuss where we're at in our dating life. A lot of times it's just for me and Molly to bully Michael for having a very successful relationship. Mm-hmm. You have a very successful relationship as well. So
we're allies.
Michael, where are you at? Any updates?
Still team domestic bliss.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool. Molly?
Still nothing. Nothing going on. Nothing.
Are you vol selling or in selling?
What's vol selling?
Voluntary sell.
Oh yeah, I would say
I'm an expert actually.
Yeah, I would say I'm a vol sell. I don't know. I think I've just become even more picky as I keep trying. I was on the apps the other day. I went back on them, and I just say no to every single person. And then the occasional person I match, and then when they say hello to me, they make me feel sick. What is that?
I have a question. I read something this week that I think very much applies to me. So I wonder if it applies to you.
Yes.
Did you get a lot of romantic attention during school, like in your formative years?
No.
Yeah. So I think girls who didn't get that are really comfortable being alone, but then they also have an extremely high standard because they're comfortable being alone. But then whenever they do get attention, they get oh.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's it. I didn't have any at all. But I've always had this issue, when I was a kid, I was like really grossed out by everyone except like celebrities like Billy Joe. Like I was like, I only fancy Billy Joe and everyone else makes me feel sick. Unless like there was like a guy that wore eyeliner and I was like, he'll do. Like, yeah. But I remember in school, like this boy got me a Valentine's Day card. And I cried and I ripped it up in front of him. I said, leave me alone, and put it in the bin. And I cried to my mum like something bad had happened to me. And when I look back, I think that poor boy, that was not, but I was like offended. I was like, we're friends. Like, why are you doing that or whatever?
Oh, no.
But I was genuinely repulsed by anyone having, not that anyone really did, but if they did, I was repulsed by it.
And that boy's name was Andrew Tate.
Oh no! Do you know what? Actually, I do. He still lives in my family home, and he sometimes lets on to me, and I've always thought, who the fuck's that? So I'm like, and then it turned out it was him. So I've still been like,
oh my god!
Because then we spoke, and he was like, oh yeah, I remember me, and I was like, oh. But I thought it was again like a weirdo smiling at me on the street. I'm like,
were you like, were you mates with him? And then he pulled the
I
card
was
out.
friends with his like sister. I used to play with his sister. So kind of, but he was like a bit, I didn't like him because he was a bit mean to me, but that's obviously what he was doing. I think he pushed me into a nettle bush or something. So
Classic move.
Oh, I know actually,
Classic
I think I
Tate.
might have pushed his sister into a nettle bush. I don't know, something about a nettle bush, I don't know. I think it was me. But yeah. So I think I have a problem. I don't know, it's come back. Like I'm like my childhood self again that's just like repulsed by everyone.
I would ask out any of my sister's mates that came round. It was
Oh,
a real.
wow.
It was like Would you go out with me? It was really bad. Yeah, like it was.
You just
it
had
was
the confidence to do that.
in a weird way, not in a way that was like, hey, he's smooth. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. No, I think I was past it then. It was like we went to a Catholic primary school, which was very like everybody's like repressed, and then we went to a Church of England one, like year 5, and everyone had boyfriends and girlfriends and they were getting fucking married in the playground, and I was like, I need a wife. and I would just ask that all the time. It was like, I think people stopped coming around to the house. I was like, would you be my wife? It was all very big mouth. It was not a good look.
Did anyone say yes?
Laura Matley, yeah.
Full name.
Yeah. Hello, Laura. Shout out to Laura.
Still technically married, yeah.
Yeah. But then I wouldn't kiss her. I wouldn't.
Did she want to?
I wanted to, but
No, did she want to?
Yeah. Our friends had to be like, you need to kiss. Like, you can't not kiss and be going out. And it was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And then I just didn't do it. And then, yeah, we eventually did. And it was, I didn't understand.
But you didn't want to kiss her?
No, I did, but I
Old were you?
didn't. I actually can't remember. I think like year 6, maybe.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I can't
Like
remember.
10, 11.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
an early kiss.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is early.
I can understand why you were like,
We are children.
I got a tiny little mouth. I don't want to kiss a child.
Yeah. So both ends of the child dating spectrum.
Yeah.
Molly, would you say that you're saying that like you're failing on the dating end, but if you don't want to date anyone, aren't you succeeding in your goals?
Yeah, I actually think I don't want to date anyone. I don't even want to have sex with anyone. I feel like sometimes I think someone looks all right and then I imagine them naked and I'm like, nah. That's not normal, is it? I am completely fine with just doing it myself for right now, I think. I don't know. I think I need to see a therapist. I don't know. But yeah, I have no interest. I also don't have time. Like, even if someone seems interesting, like, I'm like, when am I going to hang out with them? Or, like, I don't want to, I'd rather, when I've got free time, I'd rather do other stuff. So, also, I feel like I could, like, I kind of can't imagine myself being that cool woman that lives alone forever, but she has, like, a really good wardrobe. Like, I saw this old woman in Manchester once that, like, she dresses amazing and she lives in an apartment, like, right in the middle of Manchester. And she always has, like, elaborate fur on and looks amazing. And I'm like, I could be her.
Yeah, but is she single?
I don't know. That's what I imagine. I imagine that's just what she does. Like, it's just her.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the era I'm in.
Yeah. Where are you at?
Well, I'm apparently somebody's girlfriend.
Ooh.
What?
Can we do a text message?
Yeah. Well, you know that my the one stable thing in my life.
Oh,
That
yes.
man.
That man.
That man. What did he text me? He said, "Was good to see you anyway. Haha. Sorry, my girlfriend. So and so made me leave." Wait. He didn't call me my girlfriend. I've read this text wrong.
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
Is it my girl and you've added friend?
No. Said, sorry, it was okay. Was good to see you anyway, haha. Sorry, my girlfriend, aka that dude, made me leave.
Oh.
He called the other guy his girlfriend.
Which is actually very upsetting.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It actually makes sense. Because I was like, what the hell? That's where I'm at. Live. That was live. That was real. Real
Yeah.
AF. Tried to make out with some people last night. And by try to, I mean I just stared at people while Olga waited for me to make moves, and then I didn't. and then there was one girl I was interested in.
Who was it? Just in the bar?
Just at Vina.
Obviously at Vina.
Yeah,
Where
obviously.
else would it be?
And you know, there's that one bartender there who always is like perving on people.
Was he the one that kept putting like kids songs on?
No, that's the pedophile.
Right, yeah.
Oh my God.
Was it the one that wouldn't put my songs on?
No, it's a different guy, but there's another guy
Yeah.
who would always be like really fresh with me. And
And-
he was around on my birthday. I don't know
I
if you
think
kind of
when
remember.
that necklace,
Yes.
he had the
Yeah,
necklace.
that was him.
Yeah.
So he was working the DJ booth, and like this girl was like, she sang, she owned the room.
Oh yeah, it was incredible.
She
it was the
walked,
greatest
she
thing
was
I've
like
ever seen.
looked up to people and was like doing like this, you know, and like and like I was talking with her earlier, and I was like, hello. Then she goes out, she finishes her song. I'm ready to like, because that's like an obvious move to be like, oh my god, you're such a good singer. Kiss. But then she made out with the cringy guy, the DJ, and I was just like, oh.
It took us all by surprise because it was written in the stars. They were gonna kiss.
And then I was like,
Her and Erica.
I was like,
And
well,
then-
we gotta go.
What the hell? But that guy's weird.
He's weird.
Had she been like chatting to him?
No,
Huh?
no, not at all.
Wow.
Yeah. But I also think it's just an insight to that dude's life. He just clearly just is like, it's a numbers game for him.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of fucked because he's clearly not inebriated while everyone else is.
Yeah, that's so true. Ew,
yeah.
Gross.
Cancel Vina. No, actually don't. I need that place to stay open.
Did you get your songs on quick? Because there's nothing
Not
worse
really.
than
But
waiting.
then they
No.
came one after another.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once they did.
I think they, a lot of times, depending, they'll bump up the queue, and sometimes you'll be so far down if like regulars come. But I think no one was a regular. It was just a bunch of like, there's a lot of 19-year-olds,
Yeah. That's
in
just
suits.
like.
In suits.
Oh.
What?
Vina's
Yeah.
the only constant in my life. I don't question it.
Yeah, there were some
In
metalheads.
suits. Oh.
Some metalheads. Got talking to
My
one.
scene.
I was like, hello, and then
Oh yeah, the one with the long hair and the short hair.
yeah. Both I think fine options. However, I started talking to one, and then he was like, "I think Biden's worse than Trump." And I was like, okay, well, I was like, what do you mean by that?
How does that come up?
I think because me and Pravanya were like, because we were so clear that we were like, they were like teenagers. It was
Right.
clear they were teenagers.
Yeah.
So the thing was like, do you remember when Obama was elected? So that's what we asked. And then he was like, yeah, I remember. And I was like, but like, do you really? Like, where were you? Because I remember. My teacher pulled out the TV and made us watch it, and he cried.
Obama, do you remember if Obama was elected to you and them is what Do you remember 9/11?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. That's that. Yeah. And I'm like, what? That wasn't long ago. Like,
And then what would be further along? Do you remember when McDonald's had pizza? Would that be one?
they had pizza.
What? Okay, yeah.
Pepsi
that's-
Clear.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a clear Pepsi is what it sounds like.
That sounds minging. Did they have that here?
I think it was in the 90s, I think. There's a picture there's a video of Shoe Nice, I think, drinking like 20-year-old Pepsi Crystal.
Oh, I need to watch
yeah,
that.
And then he just goes,
yeah.
there's a projectile vomit.
He really necks it, and then it cuts a few minutes forward, and he's just going, oh, oh. Beautiful.
Hey, Erica, Molly, and Michael of Part-Time Freaks podcast. So nice again. Well, basically, I'm honored to be able to congratulate you for putting on your game face and starting out on your venture. There's a lot of people out there streaming podcasts, live shows. You got to be unique. You got to make people laugh and want to come back. I've been streaming for 11 years since Blog TV. I'm the OG streamer. Just be yourself, be honest, and maybe Shoe Nice will stop by as a guest someday. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Shoe Nice. Just a little message, guys, to let you know that me, Eric, and Molly are doing our first live show on the 16th of February. It's part of the Vault Festival in London, and it's going to be at 8:15 at a venue called The Glitch. If you are enjoying the podcast, please feel free to like and subscribe, comment, do whatever you like, send it to a friend. But yeah, back to the show.
And you, thriving?
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. That said, I'm very happy, but yesterday we met someone who wasn't very happy.
Oh my
I
God.
gotta tell you about this guy. So he was sitting smack in the middle. So I did a show yesterday, and he was sitting smack in the middle, front row. And I kept on saying throughout the show, like, hey guys, we're going to Vienna after. Come. And then him and his two friends stayed. And they were like, the entire time they were like nodding, being like, yeah, we'll stay. So we leave and we start talking to them, and it transpires as the guy sitting smack in the middle just got out of is this too much information? 6-year relationship where he owns a house with a woman. Sounds familiar. It was 2 days ago, and he's like, you don't understand how much I needed this, and he was like so fun, and we were having like Jaeger bombs, and he was really on the high, and just like, I really needed this night. We go to Vienna, we have a lovely time.
He was dancing, chatting, like,
it was great.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's great. Like, this is such a fun way, a healthy way to deal with whatever's happening in your life. Then Erica decided to test fame by singing "You Know I'm Not the Only One" by Sam Smith.
Oh,
this guy
God.
breaks out into tears in front of everybody.
Oh my God.
He's crying in the middle of Vienna karaoke.
Like sobbing, hands
God.
on his face.
How tragic.
Oh.
What was the other friend doing?
One was consoling him. The other one was like, he claims that he's not close with him, but he was like, fuck this guy. Like, I was like, what? Why are you mad?
Okay, so every time we tried to talk to the guy who was crying, he kept saying, get out of my face, which was, okay, you know what, fair dues, which I guess relevant. But then the guy who was upset with him came up to him and tried to console him, and he, apropos of nothing, just goes, you don't belong here.
Oh my God.
So I think that guy was pissed because he was like, why is he kicking me out of the friend group? It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And it was 100% because you started singing Sam Smith.
That's so funny, the power you had. Could you see him
You have a
crying
beautiful
as you were singing?
No, it was as I got off and I was like, so what's happening over there? Just like, obviously everyone we were with was just there, and then the man was like curled up. He was really, because this dude was super tall, so for him to be bent over, it looks like, I don't know, it kind of looked like like the Men in Black. Like,
yeah.
the Men in Black aliens that are all like hunched. Yeah. Like, dude looked like that crying. And yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was
You must have done a good performance.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Like Gaga in A Star Is Born.
That's literally what
type
happened.
What's going on? Like,
Yeah,
Dry
you know
eye
what?
in the room.
The fucking DJ gave me a different mic while it was happening. He was like, "Use this one." I felt special. Yeah, it was fun. That was a song that I've sang a lot in my room.
I don't know this song though. I don't know any Samson song.
right.
Can you tell me the chorus? I might know it even if you.
They say I'm crazy because I don't think, because you don't, you say I'm crazy because you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. It's about cheating.
I think I have heard this.
It is a banger. Music video is amazing as well.
Right, I think I do know.
It's
it
about
now,
gaslighting, and it's like, when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one because you call other people baby too. Oh God, yeah, I would cry, and I don't own a house with ex.
Wow, that's amazing.
I honestly, I've had a lot of achievements in my life, but I think this is my proudest one. Like, I could give a fuck about any accolade I've ever had. This is going on.
What?
Chris Quayle changed my bio. Eric Ealer made a man cry at Vina Karaoke in 2022.
So did the guy just not want to know yous after that? Was he that
Yeah, he just
broken?
left. Yeah, he was.
Well, he
absolutely
came back in looking for something, and I checked.
You?
No. Just he must have left something, but I checked in on him because I was like, hey, this man is a wreck. I was like, do you have everything you need? Are you okay? He's like, I'm not okay, but now I have everything I need. And I was like, you know what? Yep. I'm glad the honesty. I have nothing to give to you. You know, you can tell me you're not okay. I don't know this man.
Yeah, I think you did all you could do.
He wasn't afraid to feel. He wasn't going
know
to
what?
lie or accommodate
No.
people around him, and
I like
I appreciate that.
He was on
Yeah.
one.
Do you think he was wasted or just a very?
He was on coke.
That is a detail. That is a detail.
He was on coke.
Right.
Yeah, he finished his friend's coke, and I
Right.
overheard earlier, and like the friend was like, "Oh, but
like
with-
cocaine.
my coke, not my coke." But yeah, last night was a movie, bruh.
Vina always is. Vina always is. Vina always delivers.
What songs did you sing?
What did I sing? I sang a duet with somebody. I don't remember what I sang.
We sang Waterfalls,
Yeah.
which, as we were singing, we found out was about HIV.
Yeah, as we were singing.
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
Terrible.
Yeah, no, I didn't know it. Oh, did you just work it out as you were singing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like, our friend Joe was also there, and he was just like, "Yeah, it's about AIDS."
Oh my God.
And then we were just like,
Oh.
yeah, we were like, "Oopsie." Then we just had to continue singing. It was dark. It was a dark song.
Yeah, every song that was sung was dark.
It's a dark night, emotional
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Keep
It's
it
important
light
to
next
raise
time.
awareness.
Yeah.
So
Is it time for
It is time
Treat
for
of the
treat,
week.
treat of the week, everybody.
you?
Do you want to introduce this one? This is your...
Oh yeah, I picked this treat. There's a lovely French Canadian who, well, not that lovely. She's French Canadian. But yeah, they have a bakery local, and this is one of my favorite treats from there. When I pass by, I'll go in if they have it, but they don't always have it. And it's so good.
Ooh. Sorry,
that looks good.
this looks really good.
That was so loud in the mic, Mark.
It's a bit like a Greg's cheese onion pasty, but well better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think they also put curry in the pastry.
What's the place called?
Iska.
No free clout.
Yeah, no free cloud. No free frog cloud. Tabernacle. Okay. I think it's fun to be xenophobic towards the French Canadians.
Which one of the famous Canadians, which ones of them are French Canadian?
Celine Dion.
Yeah. Oui.
Who else? That's it.
Justin Trudeau.
That's it.
No, there's more. To be honest, but most of the famous people either come from Toronto or Vancouver. There's definitely more from Montreal. Oh, Norm Macdonald. He's from Quebec.
Really?
He doesn't speak French.
Elliot
Doesn't
Page.
speak at all now, actually.
What about Elliot Page?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Had to go for it, and only Michael enjoyed it.
What?
I made a joke that he's dead because he is dead. Yeah. Elliot Page. I think BC. No.
BC. Is that a rapper?
British Columbia.
Oh, right.
Halifax.
Like Nick Martinello.
Yep. Like Nick
That's the only one.
Bieber. Alanis.
Alanis is from Ottawa. Bieber's
The way
from,
that you know this is great.
is from. I think it's one weird part of our culture. If somebody's famous from Canada, we know exactly where they're from. Bieber's from Stratford.
Avril?
Avril is from Napanee.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is the best game ever. Rachel McAdams.
No.
Oh my god.
I don't know. She's not Cornwall. I'm thinking of Ryan Gosling from Cornwall. I don't know. Rachel McAdams from Toronto.
This is insane.
She still lived there for a long time. She never gave up her Canadian citizenship.
I can't believe you know all this. That's amazing.
It's a weird.
Yeah, because would you have that with British celebrities? If I told you a British celebrity, would you know what their hometown was?
No, not like that. Maybe
This is
some,
amazing.
but yeah. I just tried to find out who else is French Canadian.
Avril Lavigne's hometown, Napanee. They have like her pizzeria that she would always go to, and it's just decked out with her posters and stuff. And then I'm like, they're really like, yeah. My friend was like a huge Avril Lavigne fan growing up, still is, I think. But he made his like mom drive him there, and it's not like an easy drive. It's like 2 hours away from our neighborhood.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No way.
I go there quite often, not like for that, but my grandma lives there.
Oh my! Have you been to the pizzeria?
No, you know what? We're always in and out, but it has crossed my mind. Next time I'm home, I might be like, let's do a detour.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
The Avril Lavigne
Is that not a little bit awkward? Like you go into your favourite pizzeria and they've just started putting up loads of pictures of you. Like, you just want your pizza.
Well, I feel
I
like
would love that.
yeah,
That's like the goal.
they do that in like. Isn't there some New York restaurant where if a famous person comes in, they put your portrait on the wall? I forget what it's called, but that's the thing.
They do it in steakhouses, I think.
Yeah.
Is it
Don't
the
they-
Palm?
Don't they do it at Arches?
Yeah, they make
And then you get a
they make
shake.
you a shake. Like Floyd Mayweather had a shake. Kevin Hart had a shake. I think it would have been funny if they made like the shake mini for Kevin Hart, but they didn't.
They missed the trick there.
Yeah. I'm still working on mine. I savored it. You guys gobbled.
It's
It was
delicious.
so
Well, you were going through the Rolodex in your brain of all the famous Canadians and where exactly they are on the planet right now.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
There's a part in the night when you go out and have a big night where it's like you have to pick between horny or hungry. And I think if this was always in my bag, I would get into less trouble. If I had, yeah.
But you
just
wouldn't
need
have
a
as
good
many good
snack.
stories.
That is so true. You either need one or the other.
What's the perfect like got in home drunk meal?
I really like pasta and sauce at the moment.
But you're
Those
taking the time to
packets.
boil?
Yeah, those pasta and sauce packets. I really enjoy them late at night.
Wow, that's high cuisine for late at night.
But if I was to order something,
Burger.
Big Mama shakes that never came. We ordered a Big Mama shakes on a night out at like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah, it was
It never-
insanely late.
Yeah. It didn't exist.
Yeah, we got scammed and I had to call Deliveroo and be like, hey, so this place doesn't exist. Can we please have our money back?
But it sounded so promising.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a great name for a fake shake place.
I really
I really
is.
quite liked it. Yeah.
We should start operating a Deliveroo dark kitchen from this very basement. You'd make so much money on drunk people.
I'd just cook noodles.
Or Toad in the Hole.
Toad in the Hole. Eggy bread. All right. What do you think Toad in the Hole is? Does it mean anything to you?
Isn't it like a... Does it have something to do with sausage?
Yeah, so it's like Yorkshire pudding and a sausage with gravy. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So one night, Erica, it was like 5 a.m, and Erica was like, "Why don't you come to mine?" Who was
There's no
someone
food,
else?
Dan.
Yeah, I'm
there's
like,
no food.
Yeah,
It was at that scaled down Fringe. Everything was shut.
yeah, and you were like, "I'll make toad in the hole," and I was like, "Really? This time?" Like you were like, "Yeah, it's no bother." And me and Dan were like, "Okay, yeah." That's like making like a Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not that toad in the hole. Her toad in the hole is just eggy bread.
Wait, where's the toad in the hole?
The hole is you cut a hole in the bread. The toad is you put an egg in it. That's the
the
toad.
egg is the toad. Isn't that
The thing
strange?
is, they're two wonderfully mental dishes. So like when you're expecting one and you get the other, both parties can be like, "What the fuck have you done? Like, what is this?" Like it's a perfect
It's
misunderstanding.
no bother. It's no bother.
Yeah, I was like, and they were gassing me up. They're like, "Oh, really? You're gonna do that?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wow, you guys really can't cook, huh? Like, what's wrong with you?" Yeah, I'll make it. Like, yeah. And then we got other people involved. There's Andrew O'Neill was on the steps.
Oh yeah,
And
they were equally shocked, right?
yeah, they were like, "What?" And I was like, "What's the deal? Well, these people really can't make egg in bread? Are they so incompetent with the kitchen that they can't make egg and bread?"
What did you?
I wouldn't make egg and bread at that time either.
What did you do when you? Who saw it first? You
We
or
didn't.
Dan?
We didn't end up having it. Something happened. We didn't even have it. I think then we realised.
Yeah,
I think
when
we
we-
might have all been like, "Nah," because we thought it was toad in the hole.
when it came about, somebody asked like, "How are you gonna make it?" And then I explained, and then they were like, "That's not toad in the hole," and I was like, "What?" Yeah, and then we all parted ways, I believe.
Yeah. The only thing that was keeping us together was the
The promise,
promise.
because like Dan was like, "I'm not even that hungry, but I want to see this. Like, I gotta find out what this is about."
That's why I would love to have seen just Dan's expression when you put it down on a plate in front of him. Like the sheer level of confusion. Like, what have you done? Like, this would have been amazing. Oh, fuck.
Crunch is my all-time favorite chocolate bar.
That's my mom's as well.
Is
Okay, can we open
it?
that? I don't think I've ever had it.
Aurora. Oh, we'll
Yeah, can
try
we have
this.
that?
It's very similar to that. A lot of people don't like it. There you go.
I think it's a
But
classic.
It is. It's great.
Yeah, it's not that popular in Canada, but when I would see it in the store, I'd buy it.
It's
But
not that popular here, really, is it?
My
It's just.
my mom would always save up like coins and go get it from the shop.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's so good.
Is it like puffed rice? What's inside?
Yeah, Rice Krispies. Yeah.
Delicious.
Although we shouldn't support Nestle, should we? Aren't they like evil?
Yeah, but they own everything.
And this is pretty good.
This is good shit.
Because it's also like shit chocolate. It's like advent calendar chocolate almost.
Yeah.
Is this
With Rice Krispies.
Is this,
Waxy.
Michael's laughing because he can hear all our chewing.
Yeah. But I find when people have something really crunchy in their mouth quite comforting to listen to. So I got a lot of ASMR then whilst
That's
you
a
were all
sex
doing a
thing.
podcast.
Are you
Huh?
hard?
No.
Do you wake up hard every day?
Most days.
So when you and Evaldis lived together, you were just
Oh,
sharing
when
a bed.
yeah.
You both just woke
Yeah.
up with boners.
Poking each other.
If only.
Did you ever forget it was Evaldis and think it was Evelyn?
Do you ever
Like,
spoon?
cuddle a bit.
No.
Because I kind of
think-
want that for you.
We sort
I
of.
have some fan fiction about it, actually.
Oh my god.
This segment's called defend your tweet or photo. So we find something from your social media and from the past, and you basically you defend it. You say
I'm gonna get canceled so hard right now.
Well, actually, you were so hard. Like, everything you've posted is cool. And, like, all funny. Like,
You
I
didn't
was, like,
scroll
the
back
most
far
this
enough.
something. I was really, really, really struggling. Like, It made me upset.
I haven't posted on Facebook in years, I think.
I mean, these are the only things I found. I mean, I found this really fun picture.
Holy shit. Oh no.
What's going on here?
The Terracotta Warriors.
Oh?
Oh no. So as a child, I went to China with my family and we went to see the Terracotta Warriors.
Yeah.
And then there was a photo op that I obviously took advantage of as a child. And they dress you up as a terracotta warrior and you take a photo with an actual terracotta warrior.
That is amazing.
But I decided to make it my own.
Yeah.
I'm leaning on him like a buddy cup.
It kind of looks like the Twins poster.
You're doing like the rom-com like flick of your feet.
Yeah,
You know, like the way
yeah.
like you would on the front cover. Like,
It's a serve.
that whole thing is like a rom-com cover. like, unexpected romance.
This is your Fringe poster for next year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
And finding out whether his heart is made out of terracotta too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're really owning that.
I forgot this existed. But also the photo op includes a background of a bunch of terracotta warriors as well. It's a very immersive sort of 3D pre-proto meta quest.
Yeah.
Metaverse vibe. That's what the metaverse looks like right now.
But also, other than that, because there wasn't that much, we're going to go on your wiki feed.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
Oh, I'm embarrassingly
You're
low
the-
rating. I
yeah.
think.
I'm very, very jealous that you have a wiki feed. You're probably
Should
back
you
in
want me
on
to
your...
put it on?
Yeah. That must be your biggest accomplishment. being
If
on
you're
wiki feed.
listening right now, please go rate me higher than I am.
Are you on a 4?
I think I'm like nice feet. I don't want to have nice feet. I want
4 nice feet.
No, you need to
I
go
wanna
higher.
have excellent,
You're
perfect feet.
You
beautiful
need to be
feet.
going higher.
They're not beautiful. They're
I
just
have to,
nice.
I have to log in.
Wait, you don't have a wiki feet account?
I'll make one. I'll make one. But yeah, we got some. All the feet are there.
Some of these photos. One of those photos is in Toronto.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who it is that uploads it on there.
So it's community based.
Yeah.
You see the feet, you put it up. You know, it's kind of like a community fridge. You know,
Right,
you put what you don't what you want to share to the community.
So you've never asked someone to upload it?
No, but I'm surprised that my Fringe poster isn't on there because it's a photo that I circulate more widely than any of these, and yet it still did not make it onto WikiFeet.
You on vacay? More feet pics.
That's me.
Baiting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I'd say that this is feet front and center. Everything else is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more of an ass pic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birkenstock.
A Birkenstock. Yeah, barely any feet in that one.
Well, there's quite a lot. You can see toes quite well there. So
Michael, are you rating me right now on WikiFeet?
No, but I've noticed that you have you've got 20 votes.
Okay.
You got 4 bad. Haters
4 bad.
Yeah, haters gonna hate.
that's
know,
a hater because
bad apples.
Feet.
You got 5 okay. You got 4 nice. You got 7 beautiful. So that's.
Okay, first of all, who the hell is rating my feet?
Well, you've got 0 ugly, so that's good because you
I
can.
just have bad.
Yeah, that's.
I can't believe there's something below bad.
Yeah, I honestly thought that was like 1 star. So 1 star is what? Ugly?
Ugly, yeah.
Did you guys know that this is actually the same scale Steve Bennett uses?
This one is great because you're really stretching them out. Like they normally
Do
love
they?
that stuff. Yeah, there was a girl that I worked with in Ann Summers, and she was a dominatrix, but she also did she had like a foot Insta, and it was really, really popular. And she used to wear like really long false nails, like curled
on
on her toes, and like it's all about like moving and stretching your toes and like just like really like bending them. They love that shit and picking stuff up with your feet.
Really?
Or she'd pick them up with the nails. It's very bizarre, but people loved it.
I don't know if this is true, but I went to college with this guy who would just always yap about fucking feet fetishes. Yeah. but he was saying that the rise in in foot fetishes happened after the 80s, after the AIDS epidemic, because it was one of the parts of the body that you could sexualize and not get any fluid from, which is like a really weird. I don't. That's again. This is like not me saying that this is what it is. I do probably believe that there was probably some.
Yeah, that's when
uptick.
they invented motorboating as well.
Yeah.
No,
Just-
I made that up.
Yeah, that man, same man, said to his girlfriend at a party. I hope they're still not together. She said, she's trying to be cute. We're in college, we're young. She's like, oh, like, why do you love me? Ha ha, hee hee. And he said, because I like overweight girls with low self-esteem.
No.
And he didn't understand why she was upset with that.
Oh my God, I hope she got rid of him.
Unfortunately, they were together for longer than that. And I think the last I heard that they were planning to get married. And I was like, that better not be.
She does have low self-esteem, man.
She was funny though. she was mad. One guy cracked his head open in my house, or basically this fucking frat house I lived in. And like he cracked his head open. He had to call an ambulance because he was bleeding out of his head. She was super drunk, and then I think she was like, I want an ambulance, and we were like, you don't need one. You don't need it. You're gonna have to pay for that. Don't because healthcare is free. The ambulance isn't. That's how that works. So she got like a $300 bill after.
Oh wait, so she did end up.
She did get it, and then
my
yeah, it was more like we were all just like, let's drink water. Do you need like some food? Do you need this? Do you need that? And she was like, ambulance.
Oh,
And then I saw her the next day on the subway, and I was like, or not the next day, a few days after, and she was like in her PJs, and I was like, oh, did you get the bill? And she's like, no, I've not gotten it. She ended up obviously getting it. But she was like in her PJs and in like a leopard, like furry coat. And she was like, I look like that crazy lady on the subway that everybody avoids. And I was like, yeah, you do. You are self-aware. Yeah.
Fuck.
I had to get an ambulance once outside Fab Cafe. I was lying like this on the floor. I was being very dramatic to the point where I was lying and I was like, ugh. And I don't know why I was on the floor, but I remember people were like, we're going to get an ambulance now. And I was like, okay. But basically falling asleep. Just like, and then someone was like, when the ambulance came, they were like, you're drunk, you need to go. And I literally was like, yeah, I am. Like, I just got up and then realised I was being dramatic. I just think I was like, having a film-like moment, which is not good for the NHS, and I'm very sorry. But I did fall asleep on the floor. But
We need to start a service for just like a fake ambulance for dramatic girls.
Yeah.
I feel like we would clean up on a night. Pressure
Yeah,
we
that's
should
true.
we paint one like the mystery machine or what?
Well, you could even do it on a bike, because I've seen first responders on a bike. So it's a low cost. You don't have to pay petrol. You just fucking
We do
doing
like
all
a
that.
Party City nurse outfit.
Yeah.
yes. Oh my
Show up.
God.
I'm sorry. The entire time you were telling that story, I was a little bit distracted by the fact that my WikiFeet page intermittently had advertisement from the Spanish tourism board.
I did see that. Yeah. It, like,
Tourism board.
Spain.
it showed up and then it went.
Yeah, I love that. I love that they're targeting
It
fans.
sucks that you don't get ad revenue from it. I feel like you should.
If people are flying to Spain because they were advertised Spain on my WikiFeet page, I need to see it cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, okay, sorry, you said that you worked at Ann Summers. I distinctly remember you and I were drinking very heavily, and then you promised me I would squirt if I bought a very specific machine.
Oh, yeah.
And I drunkenly bought it, and then I forgot that I bought it, and it just arrived, and I was terrified.
Did you use it?
I have used it.
How did you get on?
We will discuss it at a later time.
Oh, exciting! But also, there is different ones as well. So if not, it might not be the right one. Maybe it was.
I bought like a budget one, if I'm being honest.
Does it plug into the wall?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We'll discuss.
Yeah.
Is it a magic wand?
Yeah.
But Hitachi Magic Wand itself is quite expensive.
Yes.
I never use.
Toys.
I have two.
Erica,
I bought one.
Erica, you need to.
But I don't know. I bought one in college. I used to use it a little bit. Then I bought another one during the pandemic. They just sit in my drawer.
They're not good enough. Let me help you. Let me show you. Let me show you the
What's
most.
the hand
This
of the
is.
trick?
I'm happy with these.
No, but trust me, you need to level up. It's time. It's
Do you
time to
use a
level up.
masturbation egg?
No, I find the idea. Wait, a masturbation egg? What, for a man? You put your dick in it?
Yeah, it's like a silicone stretchy egg, and then I think it's very popular in America because it basically is a foreskin.
Oh right. Oh
I
no.
never thought about that.
But they're like a classier alternative to a fleshlight
Yeah.
because they're quite
Yeah, because
cute
you don't
looking.
like a vagina.
Yeah, because I don't want to walk into the bathroom sink and see a
They're just-
fleshlight in there.
They're hard to clean, those things, though.
Surely, Erica, that's not something that would actually ever happen.
No.
Yeah. No, but it has happened to people we know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, how do I know this juicy gossip and you don't?
Fool. You're gonna have to cut that out.
No, I'm not.
Can people leave comments on WikiFeet?
Bad feet.
Because that's where they're going wrong. I'd love to see
you
more. Like,
I want feedback. I want to know what I have to do in order to level up to beautiful.
Got any
Yeah.
more Olga Koch feet pictures? Upload here. Members only. It's so dramatic.
is there anyone? Erica, are you not on it? Because your feet are out there.
Yeah.
On your poster.
No, I looked up my own name like a narcissist, and I was not on there. And I will say I'm a little sad.
Does anyone actually like feet? Or maybe a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I love feet.
Yeah? Sexually?
I didn't like. I don't think feet turn me on, but they don't turn me off, and it's like
Right.
fun as a foreplay, just like as a thing to do. I'm definitely not grossed out.
Has anyone got their toes sucked?
Yes.
Yeah. But only as like a joke, really.
People always say this.
Yeah.
It's never
A laugh.
serious.
Just a
Oh,
laugh.
seriously, 100%.
Are you serious?
Oh.
I've sucked.
Have
those.
you sucked a toe?
I've said so.
Have you?
No.
I think when you're like turned
I've been
I
socks.
exclusively fuck men who tend to keep their socks on.
Do you know that you're more?
One man in particular hates feet.
Really?
Yeah.
You are. Isn't it like 30% more likely to orgasm if you have socks on?
because your feet are warm, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
If you have coffee
interesting.
beforehand, if you have weed beforehand.
Oh my God, weed orgasms are insane. They feel like they last like 45 minutes. It's crazy.
They are good. Even just masturbating when you're high is good. Because
Really?
everything is, you're just a bit more sensitive. Like, ooh.
That's such a good shout. Oh my God. Okay, so I took an edible to fly from LA to from LA to London. And I watched the movie The Lost City, I think, is the one with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum.
yeah.
I came in my seat watching them make out. The person next to me was horrified. I was trying to hide it, but I was fully coming. No. And then the next day, I bought the movie on Amazon to rewatch it sober, and I was like, this is the worst shit I've ever seen. Like, it wasn't even a sex scene. They just kissed.
That's so funny. What was it? Just what was the kiss scene like?
So, okay, so she's like a romance novelist in it. And
Right.
then it was so... I felt so bad for the guy sitting next to me because I was so clearly coming.
Fuck.
Is this a crime? Is what I'm saying.
I mean,
That's so funny. And was it just like a romantic? It's a family film, right?
It's, yeah, a little bit. But basically the idea is that like he got a bunch of... So first of all, there's this insane scene. Honestly, it's a crazy movie. You should watch it. An insane scene where he has like leeches all over his body. But the whole premise of the movie is that like she is playing the classically male role and he's playing like the sort of damsel who's really hot and really dumb. And so there's a scene where he is completely naked. So you see full Channing ass, like it's crazy. And then he has leeches everywhere and she has to take him off. And then the final thing is like she has to take leeches off his dick. And she's like, oh my God, your dick is so big. Anyway, so that really sort of warmed me up for the
Of
big
course.
finale. Is anyone?
Yeah, this isn't the film I thought it was. It was.
And then he's like covered in bites, so she has on his back, and then she has to like treat him. But because she's a romance novelist, he was like, "How would you write about this in your romance novel?" And she's like, "Every crimson crater," and I'm just like,
Oh my god.
It was so hot, and rewatching it sober was so embarrassing.
How do you think you made it
Sam watched it and he
obvious?
was like, what the fuck?
I think this has to be a new segment. Where's the weirdest place you've come? It's like at fucking 20,000 feet watching this fucking movie on edibles. What was the film called?
I think The Lost City.
The Lost City, right. That's getting added to my list of things to watch.
You have to watch it how I promised to watch it.
Okay, the first time, yes. The second time, we're like, well, which bit was it that got her? Every
So do you
crimson
think you
valley.
like made a sound? Like a
I think I was like holding my breath. I mean, maybe it wasn't obvious. Maybe I was overdoing it in my head, but it was like,
Yeah.
I was having a very nice, and I was just doing my best to cover it up. And you know, when someone is more obvious because they are covering it up.
Yeah.
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 It would have been like you were probably just moving in like a bit of like a way where he was like, what am I fucking...
When I've only done edibles a few times, but I twitch. My friend described it. Well, the first time I ever got high was on an edible, and it was not. It was a mistake. I thought I was dying. The next day, I called my friend, being like, I'm not gonna go to heaven."
Oh, you can't suck OJ's dick in heaven.
So true. And then she was like very serious about it. She's still very religious. And she was just like, well, you know, do you feel like, yeah, I don't know. She like advised me in a very diplomatic way, but I was high the next day still.
Yeah, no, I've
Yeah.
had that before.
But yeah, my friend, I was doing this like a, and then I was like a mouse. And I had so many mosquito bites on my legs because I kept going to the park. Like, it was at my house. I was the host of the party, and the party got like I wasn't able to contain it because I was just done. And then I remember my mom was like, "Yeah, she said something along the lines like, not disappointed. Yeah, she said something like that, but I don't think she knew what was happening."
The twitching, I'd seen something on TikTok about this. I don't know if it's true, but when I'm really high, I rock loads, like proper rock. And then I saw something on TikTok.
Weed makes us autistic.
Yeah, apparently, if you're on like a neurodivergent thing, whatever it is, like ADHD or autistic or whatever, you can't, when you're high, you can't like mask any of them stim things. So you do them more. So that probably is if you're twitching loads. Because I will rock all the time.
Yeah.
So what you're trying to
people-
say is when I'm sober, I cover up coming all the time.
That is. Hey, that's your stim.
I have a cum question.
Yes, please.
I sometimes can kind of make myself like on the verge of coming just because I really need to pee and my bladder is touching somewhere, and then if I do something, it feels the same as I'm about to orgasm. Does anyone else? I don't know. I don't think you do, Mike.
No.
Have you guys ever had this or heard of it?
Nah.
No.
But it doesn't feel like super out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's something slightly pushing on my bladder somewhere.
I know that like
that is a similar sensation.
I've been told that if you push down on the bladder when you know you're pleasuring someone, it helps.
Yeah, it must.
So
it must be a thing.
It's
And sometimes I
don't-
just go
yeah.
along with it. Sometimes I'm like, all right, you go along with it
Fair
like
play.
that.
Right.
If anyone watching this has ever had
Get in
that,
touch.
yeah, please,
Get in
because
touch.
I don't know what I'll Google.
Right. This is a segment called "We Know Nothing," where we it's a bit like bad advice, actually. It's where a bunch of dorks advise on something
Go.
that they may be ill-equipped, but we're honest. We try our best, and right. I'm reading it. Right. How do you ask someone to wash their hands before touching your private area in the heat of a moment?
That's a really good question. A very valid one as well.
Yeah, I think that's
That is
fair.
a good question.
Because I've heard a horror story of someone eating like hot wings.
Oh no! Because
Yeah.
I did a hot wing challenge and accidentally touched my vagina after. Like I'd washed my hands, but it hadn't come off enough.
Yeah.
And I touched and it stank because like it's so hard to get off.
Yeah.
you know, if you
Yeah.
do like so that. Yeah, No.
I think if you don't know them well enough to actually just openly be like, hey, can you do that? I think you should just a sexy shower and you do a body wash of each other.
Or I would just say, like, I was going to go and have a wash. Like, I'm going to go and have a wash. Do you want to go and use the bathroom?
Yeah.
And then just hope that they wash their hands. Rather than specifically saying, will you wash your hands?
Yeah.
You just be like, I'm just going to freshen up. Are you? Like...
You're into
You better.
I'm into wet wipe play.
wet wipes next to the...
I was me and my friends were joking around and I was like, this would be $1 million idea. Dragon's Den, shark, whatever it's called. It was called Dick Mints. And it was just
Dick Mints.
Dick Mints, where it's a wet wipe that you wipe your dick with, but it leaves a bit of a taste. And it's fresh.
Oh my God.
And then
I like that.
Well, that's why they do flavoured cum. I wish. Flavoured lube, because you meant, the edible ones. Because some people hate coming down summers and like they're disgusted by the taste of dick.
of skin.
So
I don't mind it.
you just cover it in like
just-
cotton candy
It's just
floss.
sweat.
Sometimes it's the pubes that are the culprit of the smell, though.
Yeah.
Because hair traps the oils and the sweat.
That's true.
Got a little dry shampoo, like a ton of...
I did find out that there's actually a wipe that is like it's like Viagra. But it's like a topical. It's a topical Viagra.
That's
Yeah.
genius.
But is that okay to touch your body then? If it's a
I'm not sure. I'm not. I
Well,
like
it could
like how
numb-
I
it
hear
could
about most insane things. I heard it from a football podcast that I was like, oh, cool. This is what the men are up to. Interesting. Yeah, and it's just like it's a wipe.
that doesn't make them come quicker, or just gives them
Gets them aroused, I suppose, or like not
gets them
aroused, but gets them something to do. I don't really understand the science behind it. I'm sure it's a hoax because it's being advertised on a podcast.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I wonder if they do numbing ones for guys who come too fast.
Yeah,
Because they have gels for that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do gels for that. Yeah, which essentially would be the same thing. Really.
We got lots
Wet
of good
wipe.
business ideas on the table.
This is
Flavored cum. Deliveroo Dark Kitchen. I feel like a lab coming. How would you flavor cum? Would you have like a little filter, like a vanilla filter that it has to go through?
When you said vanilla, I was like, ooh, that does sound really
those
nice.
cigarettes where you press down on the bead.
you just
like that.
put a third ball in there. And you go,
A third ball. The flavor ball.
Yeah, I think I've never asked anyone to wash. I've never, although I think I'd like to.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, usually like people go for like use the lube before they have sex.
Yeah, I've
so
seen
that's
that.
hopefully where they do it. But I suppose if the question is how do you get them to do it as you're about to get down, it's like, well, how far in to doing it are you? I suppose.
Is this person just like really like a freak about cleanliness, or are they shagging someone really gross with dirty like fingernails?
I mean,
and
I'm
stuff?
not a germaphobe, maybe a little bit. How do I know your hands are clean enough to touch the most sensitive area of my body? Yeah, I said mostly they're not especially if you didn't wash them immediately before. So how can you ask someone in the heat of the moment?
Keep a cup of holy water by the table.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like one
And then
of those
pretend it really
seafood
burns you.
lemon balls.
Those like KFC lemon wipes. How do we feel about dirt under the nails? If they were really hot, would you still go there?
I
Probably have, to be honest.
I have, and I'm sure I have, and I just didn't notice, or I noticed the next day, and I'm like, well, nothing I can do about it now. That's happened. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. I mean, I probably haven't. No.
I always keep mine so
But
insanely short.
if it's low, when some people get extra, there's a level in there. There's just like there's dirty nails. And normal looking guys.
I haven't
How
seen
did that happen?
I haven't seen Dirty Nails for years.
Where are you getting dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking because I remember that happening as a kid.
Yeah.
When you were like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. Grave
It's just
digging?
dead skin. I think. Like, it goes there.
That's disgusting.
I have a little bit actually on one nail. Don't know what it is. Just the one nail. There's a bit of just a little something.
A little treat.
Sorry, a little snack. Right. So that's our advice. That's our advice. Oh, there's this one. My friend keeps getting overly competitive with board games when we play with her and her boyfriend. We try to tell her that it's not a big deal, but she always ends up ruining the night, and it always happens when she drinks. I want to still continue playing with them, but how do I bring it up that it's that she can't drink when we play board games?
Are you trying to tell me something, Erica?
I know. I relate. To
That
this.
one game of Just Dance we played as a family was too much. When your pants fell off during
I kept going.
yeah, I said you need to cut back on the drink.
I was playing Monopoly with my family once, and I was losing, so I tipped the whole thing on Christmas Day.
How old were you?
It was about 5 years ago.
That's amazing.
It was just annoying me. They were being too cocky about it. The game was going on for too long. I was too far in. And yeah,
How did your brothers react to that?
she always does this. It was just, they won't let me play games anymore, which is fine. I don't enjoy it. If they go on for too long. So yeah, I understand this girl. I don't know.
You empathize.
Yeah, yeah. She should just stay out of it. You don't need games.
It is an awkward one. I've also trashed Monopoly a few times. Like, I just
What's happening with you guys? Like,
yeah, like I don't know. It's like when people, when you just don't get the right run of luck,
Yeah.
and then people are just waiting to beat the shit out of you, and it's like, right, do you know what? I'm gonna.
It becomes like bullying. Like every time, it's like, ha, 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 and you're 2 hours in. I'd rather do something else now.
I think I never had these problems because I'm an only child, so I just never played with anybody.
Yeah.
My competitiveness was with people on Club Penguin, other children who I just don't know. It's like snowball. And then I'd be like, "Stop throwing snowballs at me." Then I'd say a swear word, and then I'd get banned. Yeah.
Instead of playing a board game, may I suggest a family viewing of The Lost City starring Sandra Bullock?
Maybe this friend becomes a throuple. Right? After that film, I think it might.
Yeah, I mean, also it probably depends what games you play in, right?
They have to
I
stop
think
playing.
all my friends get competitive in games. That's why I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're all having fun and chatting.
Yeah.
But
Well,
then-
we've played games, but the games we play
but
are
we don't play those kind of games. I've
Yeah.
never played those kind of. Like,
we play games that are like low key gossip.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. I could play
Yeah,
them
maybe
all
just change the
day.
game. Like play games where there isn't
Yeah.
like a clear winner or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I think often it's almost like rage at the dice. Like it's just people just get better dice, and you're just there going insane. Like, why didn't I get that? It's like, who hates me? Why?
You try to manifest it. You try everything. Like, right, I know I've got this, and it's 2, and you're like, ugh.
But I think if people come in with a bad attitude towards games, like they're a real stickler and they're not just having fun, then it's like that bugs me more than somebody winning.
Yeah, that's true.
If they're like, yeah.
Yeah, but when they know the rules and they win, it really doubles down in a bad way. You're just like, I hate you. I'm related to you, but I hate you. That's how I end up feeling. My uncle's very good at Monopoly.
But how can you be good at Monopoly? I don't understand. Isn't it?
Yeah, there's no
just
skill.
luck? But the same people always win.
So having ruined several games over the years, I've looked at the best strategy is to buy the orange and the reds because the most common dice is 7. in terms of double rolling. So 7 and then 14 is that stretch. So sexy, isn't it? Molly and Erica always ask me to set them up with my male friends, and they say that I'm keeping them back and holding them away from them. Which isn't true.
No,
So the final question we'd like to ask you is, who would you set them both up with?
Is it people I know, or is it celebrities or fictional characters? Who?
What do you fancy?
Yeah, any.
Anna?
Yeah, I think open it up to the world of celeb and fiction.
We can find a way. They just can't be dead.
Okay, so I think Molly would be perfect with like a rock star who's seen some things. And so I feel Rod Stewart is too cheesy. Who's like cool and old? Who's the guy? Oh my God, who's the guy with the curly hair and the top hat?
Slash. That would be so cool.
I think you'd
Imagine if I was
absolutely-
like, guys, I'm seeing Slash.
Well, what's his face? Oh my God, Tommy, the guy.
Lee.
No, the guy from Motley Crue,
Yeah,
right?
Tommy Lee. Yeah.
He's married to some TikToker.
Yes.
So why can't you be that for Slash?
Yeah.
You're like his hot thing.
That's actually just what I want.
And
I
you'd
want
like
an old rocker.
and he'd tell you stories about like what stuff that happened backstage.
Yeah. But he's calm now. So I don't have to worry, but he's still a little bit wild. Like, I'm just in the house, just being a bit goofy.
You've got all this memorabilia.
Have you ever watched Rock of Love?
Yes. Oh my God, with Bret Michaels. Okay, yeah.
I
So
love that show. And like he's just got the guitars there, and like I mean he's awful. He made like one of the girls get his name tattooed on her back, and then the next day it eliminated her.
No.
Like you need to show your love and dedication. I know.
yeah, and I think that he needs to be like a little bit too old to like see what you're doing, so you could spend all his money and like leave for like weeks on end.
And he'll die. Like I still got a lot of time with it, and then I can live my lonely life with a good wardrobe. There, yeah.
I think that would be amazing.
That sounds
Get
amazing.
his estate, you know?
Yeah.
I would love that. That's all I want.
Yeah, Molly Slash. Full name.
Thank you, Olga.
Mrs. Slash.
I might start going as Molly Slash McGuinness. Or
That's so good.
Someone told me that slash means pee here.
yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Slash.
for Slash, yeah.
Yeah.
Unwell.
That would be fitting for me as well because I do pee.
You love
everywhere.
to pee. You love to pee.
Molly Slash McGuinness.
So you're married to Slash.
Yep.
Erica needs someone who will worship the ground that you walk on, like someone who's just kissing your feet at the entire time. Just
You
thinks,
need
like,
a toe suck.
yeah,
That does need to happen.
and like smell your
to be
farts
fair.
and just like think that you're the greatest thing in the entire world. So I'm thinking, I wonder. Okay, wait 1 second, because for some reason it's Dexter from Dexter's Lab, but I think it's just because he's short. The personality.
I can't imagine him kissing your feet.
Okay. Yeah, like you need like a pay pig situation. And it's just like you posting like the grossest shit, and he's just reposting and being like, "Go baby,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you."
Maybe I need to be like a tech guy's alt girl. You know?
Yeah.
But they have to be like ethical. But there's not many of those.
Like we need like you're doing an amazing sweetie, but
Yeah.
but as a guy.
Yeah.
Wait,
who would be
we
like
can
a
get
good?
there.
Who would play that well? Who's got that?
Michael Cera, but characters he played,
Yeah.
not actual Michael Cera. Because I think the actual Michael Cera is the person he played, and this is the end.
Yeah,
Which is a
you're
little bit
right.
different. Who? Wait,
But then again, I have had people. Well, no.
are you? What you're imagining? That's not what I'm going for. Keep that in. Okay.
Yeah, no. To be fair, yeah. I think worship is only cringe when you don't like the person.
Yeah, they have to be cool as well and interesting, but like let you take like
I am the star.
you're the star.
Yeah,
so
and
like,
they need to acknowledge that
Yes.
needs to be, and someone's so comfortable with themselves that they're happy, not letting you be the star, but happy with you being the star.
Yeah, and you're like their star too.
Facts.
And your successes are their successes because they're so excited for you.
Yeah.
My pitch is Nathan for you. I think that would be.
Nathan Fielder.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Yeah, I know
I
loads of
think
his friends.
There we go. He is so hot.
Yeah.
I can cut that out if that's.
That's fine. They're not going to listen to this.
Yeah.
I just know
I'd be
them
so
from
happy.
home. He went to the same college as me.
Yeah,
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was really funny to watch him be really awkward with our the director of our program, because I think he was not the nicest to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what I was told. So he was a bit like snappy with when like, so we do this thing where past graduates can come back and talk to current students and alumni if they want to come and watch. And like we've had writers from Roseanne come and talk to us, but he came by and then like he asked some question and then like then he was like snappy with it. It was like funny to like watch him like bite back a bit.
Oh, wow.
Because I swear to God, somebody, I don't know if this is true, but I swear to God, someone said like, yeah, that he said something like, you will never make it or something.
Huh?
Something along those
Who
lines.
says that? Whoever says that? There's no occasion on which you should
It's like
say
that
that.
Gaga quote in the, didn't she say?
You'll never be famous.
Never be
Stephanie?
famous. Yeah. It was like a Facebook group, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Someone
Stephanie
made a fan.
Germanotta.
Yeah. Like, I think he was like a menace, and like, I don't think he was a menace, to be honest, but like, I think like,
Nathan Fielder.
yeah, like I almost got dropped from the program.
Wow.
And it's like,
That makes him hot.
yeah.
Where's Shawn Mendes from? Sorry, because now I'm thinking you and Shawn Mendes.
Yeah,
Is he the one that was with Camilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Ontario. He went to our so there's one university called Western, and it's known for like its partying, and they call it Western.
Yeah.
And they have the thing called Homecoming, HOCO, and he went to it, and everyone like wears purple and stuff. And he went to it, and people were like, kept asking him, "Are you Shawn Mendes?" And he was like, "No, it was him." It was him. Yeah, what a little freak.
Liar.
Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks
It's
so
been
much
a
for
pleasure.
having me.
Yeah. Is there
it's been
anything?
fun.
Where can people find you?
People can find me on Twitter at Rock and Olga, on Instagram and on TikTok at Kolga300.
There you go.
They can find me on tour. They can find me in Erica's reply.
Facts. I love when I get a little heart, the heart eyes emoji. I'm like, today is good. The order is restored.